are you today? It's your girl, Show Enough. Thank you for stopping by. I have a new name for you. I'm going to call you my fabulous family. So today I am doing the upside down cheesecake, and I decided to revise the video. You'll see the previous one. I'm going to delete that one and upload this one because this one is better and it's shorter. The other one I had a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Another thing I'd like to say is, as a disclaimer for the music in the background, I love to listen to music, but I don't own any copyrights. So let's get right into it. I've already crushed the graham crackers. You're gonna need, this is just for the cheesecake part, 1/3 melted butter, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm gonna put this, you know how to do it. I'm gonna put the graham crackers in here, and then I'm going to put the vanilla, the 4 eggs, the sugar, and blend this up. To get a perfect cake without cracking is to make sure that all of your ingredients are room temperature. I learned that firsthand doing it over and over, and I realized that everything needs to be completely room temperature. When I say room temperature, your cream cheese needs to be almost, it's like this. It's limp because it's warm, because it is room temperature, not still kind of stiff, because that's where the cracks come in the cake. So I'll be right back. So with this, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the sugar, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Get that all nice and mixed in together. The graham crackers are fine crumbs. I want to get it mixed in really good with the butter. Now we have it all in. We just want to pack it down. And there you have it. You're ready to put the cream cheese topping on top. I'm going to now add this is the 4 sticks of Philadelphia cream cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it a little bit. It's going to come out really creamy and smoothie. I actually do not need to whip this with the mixer because of how soft it already is. It's like butter. Butter at room temperature. See how smooth that is? Then I'm just going to add the 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to add my eggs in one at a time. This is a hot topic cake. You take this to a party, have friends over. I don't drink coffee, but most people do, so have coffee with it. Or even ice cream if that's your choice. It's a good dessert. It's very delicious, very creamy. Plus the pineapple, it just gives it a tender love and care. So I'm just gonna add the 1 egg at a time, and I'll be right back when I'm putting the topping on top of the graham crackers. Applying 1 egg at a time. Look how smooth that came out, guys. I did not use a hand blender or a mixer. There's no bubbles, no lumps in it whatsoever. And I believe the key to that is making sure everything is completely room temperature. Don't get me wrong, I always make sure everything is room temperature, but there's just something great about making sure that the cream cheese is at that buttery melt room temperature. Then I'm just going to pour it in. Look at that. Look at that, guys. And I'll be back in a moment. I am back with the second half, and what we're doing here, we already have the pan. You need to zoom in. We already have the pan ready for the pineapple upside down topping. So that's already done. I have 1 1/4 cup of flour, 2 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, and a stick of butter, and some reserved pineapple juice. Guys, I'm not sure if you know that if you make the cake too wet, it will make your cake sink in the middle. That has happened to me before, and I figured out it was because the cake was too wet. So I'm going to blend together the sugar and the butter. This part of the cake does not require vanilla, so we're not going to add any vanilla. Just going to get again, I'm not using a blender. I don't need to use a blender, as some people find it always necessary. I don't. I've been cooking in the kitchen a long time, and there's just times you just don't really need to use a blender. You just don't have to. I'm old school. So now that I got that all nice and creamy, gonna add the eggs. One at a time, of course. And you already know for this part you just need about 7 pineapples, 1/3 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I sprayed it with Pam. See the eggs, give it that smoothness. Oh, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda in this particular recipe, not baking. So, you know what? I'm gonna have to redo this because I put baking soda, that's what you use for cookies. So I'll be right back. Thank you for, thank God that I realized that I put baking soda and not baking powder before I actually put this into my cake. That would have been a disaster. So we have the flour and the baking powder, 1 1/4 cup, and I'm gonna alter with the pineapple, the reserved pineapple juice. Again, you don't want to use all, so I would say I may use about maybe 1/4 cup, not even 1/3. I don't think. I kind of measure it by feel to know, because I don't want the cake to be over. See, that was a lot right there, so that may be all I use. And I apologize that I don't know how much that is. It could have been 1/4. Okay, so guys, so you already know I'm going to finish this up, and I'll be back with the finished results. There you have it. It is now I can't really see if it's recording or not. I hope it is. But, so there you have it, guys. The pineapple cheesecake. You see how it still looks like it's more over there? I have to adjust it a little bit. But I'm really happy with the results. So there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.